dreaded shoulds. You should study hard. You should get into a good college. You should get a good job. You should. What if you did something different than the norm? What if you started being just as excited for your Mondays as you were your Saturdays? What are you passionate about? See, I followed the path of the shoulds for quite some time. 4 years of business school, $200,000 of student loans, 10 mock business plans. None of that made me happy. Graduated, had a nice job right out of school. Then I started following my passions. I stepped outside of the norm. The past 10 years have led me around the world, studying with the great yogis in India, living with shamans in Ecuador, and I come to you today from San Diego, where I'm here to empower people to create income streams from their passions. So how exactly can we start turning your passions into income streams? How can you start monetizing these ideas in order to step off that path and do something differently with your life, something you enjoy more? So today I'm going to present to you a little exercise I like to call monetizing your life. Go ahead, grab a piece of paper. No, really, go grab a piece of paper. Don't forget the pen. We're going to do a little bit of work here. Write down one thing that makes you money. Write down at least one thing that uses your creativity. Go ahead and write down one thing that keeps you in shape. So go ahead, look down at that piece of paper right in front of you. Guess what? You just created 3, if not more, potential business ideas for yourself. These are things that inspire you, that fuel you, things that should start bringing in money easily because you have the power behind it to make it happen. What I'm going to share with you next is a few ideas on how to actually concretely monetize these ideas, how to turn them into these income streams for you, small businesses, so to say. So the first step, I like to take a very holistic approach. It starts from within. It starts from believing in yourself, believing that you have the power to make this happen. Believe that your idea is the one that's going to benefit humanity. It's going to benefit yourself and therefore benefit everybody else. Another aspect of that is this idea of staying optimistic. When you're learning to walk, what happens? We fall down a lot. But when you fall down when you're a small child, you get back up. You keep trying over and over. You don't just stay down. And that's what's going to happen as you're creating all these business ideas. You're going to fall down. You're going to hit bumps. The idea is to remain optimistic, to trust the process, to continue along the path. So which one of these ideas on your list excites you the most? Let's go ahead, make a decision. Pick one of them. I want you to circle it 5 times. Just draw a big circle around that idea. This is where it's all going to begin. It's okay, it's going to evolve as you go along. But the first idea I want to talk about is how can you sell this business? How can you sell it without really doing anything on the back end? You don't need the website. All you need is the belief that you have this business getting established. So I want to give you a few examples to start with. So I personally run a surf company. I teach people how to surf. I love sharing my passion of surfing, how to connect with Mother Earth in that way. So how do I get clients organically? Very simple. I just know how to plug my business into very casual conversations. So I happen to be in places where I meet tourists a lot. A lot of people come to California. So the first question I always ask, of course, is how are you enjoying California? Welcome to paradise. What kind of activities are you doing? And then the next thing I do, it's very methodical how I phrase this. I say, have you taken a surf lesson yet? I don't ask, are you planning on it? I ask, have. It creates an idea that they should. Of course, I very much believe anybody who visits this wonderful place, they need to try surfing. So what's my follow-up to the surf lesson? Whether they say yes, whether they say no. Oh, how convenient. I happen to be a surf instructor. I'd love to take you out for a lesson. That leads them to give them the opportunity to follow up with me, to ask me questions. I just plant a little seed. It's all about planting the seed and seeing what the client does with it. Another great example is my dog walking business. I have a very successful animal care business in San Diego called Conscious Canines. How do I get clients organically that way? Well, first off, it's the power of this business card. This little card that cost me $25 to print, it's yielded me over $15,000 in the past 2 years. just this card alone, doing nothing else. So how do I plug my business in conversation talking about dogs? So say I'm at a dog park and a dog comes running up to me, right? Puppies are my favorite because they're an easy one to plug my business in. So the puppy comes up to me, I'm loving on it, we're getting to know each other. I look up at the owner, of course, what's your dog's name? What breed is it? How old is your dog? What's the next question I ask? How is the training going? Not are you getting it trained, not anything else. The specific question, how is the training going? What's the follow-up? Oh, you know, it's going okay, but... So there's always something they want to work on more with the dog. So what do? I take some of the techniques I've learned, maybe I show them a nugget of information, how I'm able to easily get their dog into a sit, and then I hand them this card. From then on, it's up to them to do what they want with it. It's amazing how powerful just handing off this card can be. It creates a contact, it creates a lead. They follow up with me, they may even follow up. I've gotten surf clients from this, I've gotten yoga clients from a card that specifically says canine work. It's an opportunity to give a little piece of myself in exchange for the potential for it. So for me, the idea is always figure out ways to incorporate what you're trying to do into your conversations. It's about asking the right questions. It's not about being pushy. It's not about sleazy snake oil anything. When you believe in what you're doing, it should just scream out from your pores everywhere you go. You should be promoting it and believing in yourself and doing everything it takes to stand out from the next person. Because if you're not selling your idea to somebody, somebody else is selling it to them. And just like that, there you have it. We've turned some passions into potential income streams. I'd love to work with you one-on-one. Feel free to message me or reach out to me directly. I can help you figure out how to turn your passions into potential income streams as well. So I want you to hold that list of passions that we've created. Hold it really close to your heart. I want it to be an evolving list for yourself. Constantly be thinking about, how can I add to this? How can I grow my passions? How can I find new passions? We all change as we age and get older. We get new desires. It doesn't mean it's one and done. It just means you get a chance to recreate another idea, another chance to turn a passion into a potential income stream. So make the choice to do something different today. Be the change you want to see in the world. Inspire others to be the change as well. Choose a life of joy. Choose a life of gratitude. What does that mean? Being grateful for the best of times in your life, but it's also about honoring the hardest times. Being grateful for those, about your lessons that you learned from them. Gratitude. Gratitude is the highest form of consciousness. Gratitude is what's going to get you anywhere in life. Giving leads to more receiving. Give your time, give your money. Time is the most valuable thing we have. When you're able to volunteer a little bit, to give more, you'll see how fast you'll receive more in return. It's amazing how many different volunteer experiences I've had that have led me to new ideas in my life. Just giving a few minutes of my time has opened up new worlds to me completely. You know, Zig Ziglar once said, when you are grateful for what you have, you will have more to be grateful for. So I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to review this video. I hope you gained some nuggets of wisdom. Please feel free to reach out and share with me what you've learned. I'm here for you. I'm here to guide you. Let's collaborate. As an added bonus for watching this, if you tune in next time, I want to share with you the power of something that I like to call prosperity envelopes. How some simple mind tweaking can lead you to manifesting an envelope that's filled with money that just comes out of nowhere. Really powerful techniques on how to grow these envelopes, what they mean, what the power of prosperity really is. Thank you so much.